I'm here today with a tutorial for this eye look. I have had a lot of requests after I showed this in a haul to do a look using the Kat Von D Vida Loca palette. I do not know if this is sold out. I don't know if it was limited edition, but I know a ton of you had gotten your hands on it and you were wanting to see a tutorial, so I came up with one today. It's been one of those tutorials, or it's been one of those palettes that I am like aesthetically attracted to because I think that the color range is absolutely beautiful, but it's one that I was like kind of, where do I even start with this? Because it's so colorful and I just kind of was like, I don't want to just do neutrals. I have lots of neutral palettes, so I have to do something colorful, but it's a bit of a challenge for me because I am such a neutrals girl that kind of stepping out and trying something a little bit more colorful is a little bit out of my comfort zone. And then this is just a little bit intimidating at times to look at, but it's a really beautiful palette and this was my first time using it. And I came up with this look and the shadows blended very beautifully. They were super easy to work with. And so I'm going to show you guys swatches and then I'm going to show you a tutorial. So we're going to zoom in a little bit here and I'm going to show you the swatches of these. But the middle section is going to be all your neutrals and then colors obviously on the outer section. There's a nice array of shimmers and mattes, so it's not just a whole matte or a whole shimmer palette, which I appreciate. They blend very beautifully. Like this was such an easy look to do. It went on the lid very nicely, it blended nicely, but wasn't like too pigmented that you had difficulty blending it out, but also wasn't so soft that you like could blend away the color. So it stuck really nicely on the lid as well as blended really easily. So we're gonna start with the middle section here and then we'll move out to the colored section. So the first one we have is Black Metal, and that is the first one you see right here, Black Metal. Now this one is pigmented, but it's not as pigmented as some blacks I have used. The next one is like a shimmery white, and that one is called Skulls. The next one is called Noble, and it's a really pretty, like kind of camel transition color. The next one is very hard to see on my skin because it actually is such a good match for it, and it is called Wolder, I think. These names are very interesting. So this next one is this dark brown, and this one is called Vox. This next one, or XON, I'm not too sure because they kind of switch around here, the names. So it's either VOX or XON. This next one is Strutter, which is a really great transition color. And then this final one over here that's a little bit shimmery by my wrist, that one is called Lyric. And I have that popped on the inner corner of my eye. And then I have a combination of these two tans in my crease. So those are the neutral colors. Really beautiful bright purple. Next we have Muse, and this one is a light lilac. Then we have this really pretty blue sparkly. This one is called Echo, and it's blue with some shimmer in it, kind of like a periwinkle color. And then this one is called Dark Wave, and it's a beautiful teal. And there are the colors swatched. Next we have Synth, which is a bright blue. We have Hyper Ballad, which is kind of like a peacock teal. Then we have this really pretty green called Lemmy, which is a really pretty emerald green. And then last we have Misfit, which is a bright Kelly green. And there are those colors swatched. Next we have Vinyl, which is a bright lime green. This one's Vinyl. Then we have Legend, which I have this on the inner like third of my lid. This one is Legend. Then I have Fran, which is a canary yellow. And then this orange, which is also in my crease, called Analog. And it's a bright orange. And there are those ones swatched. So this one is Harpsichord. This one is on my lid. We have this purple. We have the next one is Rewind, which is a beautiful burgundy, which is also on my lid. We have Destroyer, which is in my crease. And Love, which is a light pink. And here are those colors swatched. So overall, I think this is a really great palette if you're wanting to play with some colors. The shadows are so easy to work with, very blendable, really beautiful, highly pigmented. You have some nice neutrals. I only used this palette today. I didn't incorporate any other shadows, any other palettes. So you can get full looks using this. I love that they threw in neutrals in there because sometimes it's like you get a colorful palette that has no neutrals and then what do? So this has some great neutrals. There isn't like a, this is the only like matte brow bone color, but it actually worked okay and wasn't like too yellow. It actually blended with my skin tone really nicely. So I love this. I think this is really great. If you guys want to see a tutorial using any of the other colors, let me know and I will do another one. So I kind of stuck to these colors right here, this time using a little bit of Anthem, Destroyer, Rewind, Harpsichord, Analog, and Legend, and then a few of the neutrals. But if you want to see something on this other side, like in the greens or the blues, let me know and I can do another tutorial using some of those colors. So I hope you guys enjoy this little review swatch video and then the tutorial at the end. If you guys like that style where I do a tutorial and a like swatch video in one, let me know because I could definitely do that for other palettes that come out. So if you want to see a tutorial on this look now, then just stay tuned. All right, we're gonna start out with Strutter and we're gonna get this on a fluffy brush. All the brushes will be listed down below. And I am putting this into the crease. This is the perfect crease transition best friend color. And I'm just doing small circles and windshield wiper motions just to get a really nice base of that really pretty light tan color. And seriously, one of my favorite colors in this palette. Then I'm gonna go in with Analog, which is this really, really bright orange and it's super pigmented. I didn't expect how pigmented it was gonna be. So as you can see, I'm like, dang it, move some onto the other eye. And we're just going to blend it out. This is a tapered blending brush. And I like this brush for crease work because it allows you to have a little bit more precision versus a really fluffy brush like we used at the beginning. So I just keep applying a little bit more and blending it into the crease, and then I'm bringing it down into like a V to my outer part of my lid a little bit. You can see right there, and just really blending it. This is super pigmented. I highly recommend barely dabbing your brush into the palette and then blending it really, really well. And then I'm going back in with Strutter and just blending along the edges. The nice thing about these shadows is they are super pigmented, but they blend beautifully. So they're really easy to blend out and they don't blend away. Next, we're gonna go into this color called Destroyer, and it's a really beautiful kind of corally color. It reminds me a lot of Paradisco or Sushi Flower from MAC. And I really loved the way it kind of blended with the orange and the tan. It just kind of gave this really pretty sunset effect, which is not what I was going for when I first started this tutorial, but then I just kind of went with it. So I'm tracing it with the same brush that I used to apply the bright orange. And then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of, I think that was Molder. These names are like seriously crazy. And I'm just popping that on the brow bone. It's like the only matte color. It's a really nice kind of yellowy cream, like buttercream color, and blending it out again so that there's no harsh lines. As you can see, these shadows just blend so beautifully into each other without getting muddy or yucky. Now going in with the MAC 239, my favorite lid brush ever, and this color Harpsichord, which is a beautiful orangey copper color. It reminds me of a penny. It's so beautiful. A little bit of Destroyer and then a little bit of Anthem, and blending that into the crease. I love the way that the kind of corally pink and the purple blended together. I think with the copper, it just made for a really pretty sunset eye. And as you can see here, they blend, I keep saying that a million times, but they blend so beautifully together without looking muddy and without blending away. So this palette is seriously my favorite out of all the Kat Von D's, well, except for the Shade and Light palette, because that one's pretty amazing as well. So I'm just kind of going in the same area that I put that bright orange Analog color, and then we're just gonna blend it out again. I don't think I put any additional product. I'm just blending out any harsh edges. Now going in with the color Legend, which is a really pretty yellow, but it's a very light, soft yellow, and I'm popping this on the inner corner. Using the same 239 brush, I just flipped it over. And the thing about this palette is you can just wipe off your brush and use the same brush again.
and still get a really pretty look. Next, I'm going in with Lyric, and we're going to pop that in the inner corner. This has a really pretty kind of light yellow gold like shift to it, and just using a pencil brush, and we're blending it out again, now using Shredder once again. And then I went in for a little bit more of a detailed brush with a little bit more of Shreddered. Now we're going in with the color Rewind, which is a beautiful cranberry, and we're just kind of popping this into the outer third of the lid. And this one is a shimmery shade, but it just worked really well, and I love the way that it just kind of ombre from this light yellow to a copper to a really pretty cranberry color. And then just to intensify the copper, I went in with a little bit more of Harpsichord, and then I'll go in, I think, with a little bit more of Legend just to kind of brighten it up a bit in case any of it kind of got lost in the blending process. And that one is the color Legend. Popping that right into the inner corner just to make sure there's a smooth transition, and then blending out one more time with the like more tapered brush. And I don't think I added any additional product, just blending out the sides. Now this is the new L'Oreal Superstar liner. I love this liner. I've been using it for about a month now, and I seriously adore it so much. I like it just as much as the Kat Von D one. It is a little bit bigger, but it's very, very black. And then this is the Ardency in Purple liner, and I'm going in with that on my waterline and popping that color Anthem on the lower lash line just to really kind of add some more color to it. I was trying to use as many colors in this palette as possible and really had fun playing with some sunset colors and then purples. And a little bit of Rewind, which is that cranberry, blending out the purple into a cranberry purple mixture on that lower lash line, which I really loved how it turned out. And my favorite mascara of life is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I can't get enough of it. And some Esquito lashes. I will leave the ones that I used down below. And they're the easiest lashes to pop on. I absolutely love them, and I love the glue because the glue just really holds it on tight. It dries really quickly, so you're not sitting there forever waiting for it to dry. And the Esquito lashes are by far the easiest lashes I've ever tried. The band is super thin. They just look seamless and really, really beautiful. So I'm gonna pop these on and then let them dry a little bit. And going in and contouring, I believe I'm using MAC Next to Skin, which is a really cool toned blush contour palette or contour color. I don't know if it's limited edition, but if you don't have this, Taupe also works by NYX. It's very, very similar. This is just really great for super fair skin. If they have it, I will link it down below. Otherwise, I'll try to find something else that works comparable to this one, but I love it. And the new CoverGirl blush in medium rose is beautiful. I absolutely adore this for a drugstore blush. It is very beautiful. Mineralized blush, kind of like the MAC mineralized blushes. As you can see there, you don't need a lot of product, and it just gives a beautiful, beautiful flush to the cheeks. And then we're gonna go in with, this is Hourglass. Oh gosh, I always forget which one this is. I'll leave it down below, but it's one of their ambient lighting powders. It's so beautiful. It's the most perfect subtle highlight. It's not overly shiny, but it's so, so pretty. Next, this is the Aquarius Lip Liner from Colourpop. It's becoming one of my favorite lip liners. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a very neutral, not too warm, not too cool toned pink, and it's perfect if you like nude. And this is the Aquarius Lippy Stick. Absolutely love this color. So,
alright guys, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you like these kind of videos where it is a tutorial and like a swatch video of the palette in one, let me know. I would be more than happy to kind of throw that style of video in more often instead of just doing like a tutorial or just doing a swatch video, like kind of merging them together. If you guys have this palette, let me know your thoughts, or if there's any of the other colors specifically in this palette you would like to see incorporated in a tutorial, please leave them in the comments below. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope you had such a fantastic Christmas and New Year's, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!